Good evening, folks. I see a few of you already in the waiting room, ready to rock this thing out tonight. Welcome to Hamshack TV. Tonight we are showing off your mobile shacks. So if you haven't already, jump in the Discord and send us a picture of your mobile shack. We'd love to show it off. We've got several to show off as well. Hey, if you don't have Discord, no problem at all. You can send me a email picture of your mobile shack, Josh at aa4wx.com. Josh at aa4wx.com. We'll take a look and we'll get it on there. Stick around, guys. We'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. CEOD Kaboom in the chat. I know he's rocking and grooving to his theme music down there in Ron. Again, good evening, folks. See several of you jumping in chat there. Welcome in. We'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. If you haven't already, get those pictures submitted in on the HamShack TV Discord. You'll find a special chat room under the text channels. Hashtag show us your mobile shack. We'd love to see what you got. Drop some pictures in there. And, I see what you did there, Dave. We'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. Stick around. Not too far away. All right, as Matthew McConaughey would say. It is now 8 o'clock. Happy Friday to you. In UTC time, anyway. We say we light this candle, shall we? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to HamShack TV Live. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX, doing it live right here in East Tennessee. Welcome again to the new HamShack TV studios. This, it's not really new anymore. This is the third show I've done from in here, so really starting to enjoy it. We got some new toys. I'll give you a little preview of one of them. I did a video on it the other day, just playing with it, but we have a top-down camera now. Now I can be like the big boys and give you all some demonstrations with some better camera views. So excited about that. Hey, tonight's episode is brought to you by Gigaparts. Folks, I love Gigaparts. Y'all know that. If you don't know what Gigaparts is, your head is under a rock or something, because Gigaparts is really, truly the technology superstore, the ultimate technology superstore. They have ham radio equipment, transceivers, amplifiers, power supplies, coax, all that good stuff, computer parts and accessories. You can pretty much build your own computer from Gigaparts inventory. They've got maker supplies, 3D printers, metal detectors. They've got camera equipment, things like that. I've made a couple of camera purchases through Gigaparts myself. And also some neat STEM toys for the kiddos there. So there's something at Gigaparts for everyone. Go check them out. If you're in the Huntsville, Alabama area, check out their showroom there, 6123 University Avenue in Huntsville, which is the old Burlington Coat Factory. That's what it is, the old Burlington Coat Factory building there in Huntsville. Or you can shop online in your socks, gigaparts.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV. That's going to get you double rewards points. But hey, double rewards points isn't enough. You got to check out Gigaparts Rewards Plus. I really, really think you'll enjoy Gigaparts Rewards Plus. You get a perpetual warranty, you get an extended return window, and you get 4 times rewards points. 4 times rewards points. It's absolutely awesome stuff. Check out my friends Gigaparts, and we appreciate their support of Ham Shack TV. Super chats, channel donations have been reset this week. So it's low-hanging fruit to get yourself on the crawl for this week as of right now. If you want to take over the top spot of the month, that's $50 or more. If you want to take over the year and the all-time number, it's $201.20 or more. That's a big ask, but you can do it if you're feeling so generous. So exciting times. And I've actually got a big announcement to share tonight that I haven't had the chance to do yet. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our panelists here. We got Michael and Marvin and Levi's back with us, and Mesh Dealer Dave's back with us. What's up, fellas?
Well, good. I was going to say we'd have Tim with us too, but he's out playing Pony in the Park right now, so maybe he'll join us later.
I might have to write him up for that.
I think so.
Wow.
Failure to show up to work. Yeah. So.
Wow, I said hello to everybody, and my mic was completely muted.
Hello, everybody. Are you like Aunt Bethany on Christmas vacation?
Yeah, right.
Hello, everybody.
Grace, and then she die.
She died 40 years ago. I pledge allegiance to
Don't get
that is
wrong time of year, but it is
my
funny.
favorite Christmas movie of all time, hands down. Don't give me no Christmas Story nonsense. It's Christmas Vacation, 100%.
It's Christmas Vacation. I agree. So,
Dealer Dave, we ain't seen you in a few weeks. What's up with you?
He must be poor because he's eating crackers and Skittles. You okay? You okay, Dave? You want to talk about it?
No audio.
You might want to turn on your mic.
no audio.
He's like, damn it, I thought I had it fixed.
That's part of the issue.
There he is.
Yeah. Got a new mic set up and went with the Wave XLR interface and a Stream Deck, and their interface crashes periodically right about the time I want to talk. So Wavelength is my mixer. So that's why I haven't been on a couple of them, is just trying to get this stuff figured out where it won't just crash on me in the middle of talking.
Well, you're here. That's all that matters.
I'm here. So If you see me, just say, hey, your mic, and I'll restart the Wavelength that is my virtual mixer.
So I have a Wavelength at work, but it's not for audio. It's actually a docking station. It allows me to expand my laptop to like 3 or 4 monitors. So it's been pretty good, but you have to install special software for it to work, that kind of thing. But anyway, Levi, what about you? We ain't seen you in a few weeks, I don't think.
Yeah, I missed last week. I got stuck at work, so it was one of those things I couldn't avoid. Yeah, I know that 4-letter word.
Yeah,
but yeah, I got today off, so been busy out working outside installing solar. So
ooh,
yep, powering the shack with the sun.
Fun stuff.
Nice. Very cool.
Are you taking video of it?
I was just trying to get it done. I'm so far behind with so much stuff to do. I might do a video afterwards and just show it and explain it. But
I wanted to document our move and my build out of the studio a little bit, but I just didn't. I didn't have time to pick up no camera or anything like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and break my news, so to speak. No, I won't play the clip for that. So I had an idea come to me a couple days ago. I guess it was probably last week by now. Been thinking about how am I going to do the show from Dayton, and everybody knows Dayton's coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I reached out to Jason, Ham Radio 2.0, asked him a question, and he didn't have a great answer, but he encouraged me to take a shot at it. So our show normally is in the Thursday 8 o'clock time slot. Well, there's a very important event happening Dayton Thursday at 8 o'clock. It's the 4 Days in May vendor night event, which is huge. It's like a mini Hamfest, but it's packed. I mean, packed. You can't even breathe in that room. There's so many people. But basically, new and emerging technology and QRP and prototype stuff, that's the name of the game at 4 Days in May. Well, I reached out to, I guess, the chairman or somebody, whoever's running 4 Days in May, and they have graciously agreed to let me broadcast the show live at 4 Days in May and vendor night. They're giving me a little bit of space, so we won't have a huge setup, but kind of similar to what we did in Orlando. I'm going to have the lights and all that kind of stuff. No big TV, no drunk YouTubers in the background, or at least not yet anyway. That's
not going to happen.
We're going to have a good time. And some of the audio issues that we experienced, I've resolved or hope to have resolved. I purchased a mixer. Oh, wow. I just noticed another package came in today that I've got to review. I've got a mixer with 2 wireless mics with mic flags. So be able to get some mix minus in our ears. We won't have to depend on that TV speaker like we did at Orlando. So we're doing it up big and professional, and I hope it works out to be a big event. But we're so thankful to the folks at 4 Days in May. If you are coming to Dayton Hamvention, vendor night is open to anybody and everybody. Is free admission. You just need to go to the Dave, straighten me out on this if I'm wrong. I think it's the Doubletree in Fairborn. Is that right? I got him with a mouthful of Skittles. Skittles.
Come on. Chew up those Skittles. You got a question.
I need the Jeopardy music in my hot button.
Oh, my God, Becky.
You're muted.
You're dead.
There we go. I'm looking it up. I don't remember exactly.
I felt like it was the Holiday Inn, but I want to say I read something about a Doubletree. I think it's the same building. They may have rebranded.
Doubletree Fairborn, formerly the Holiday Inn.
Okay, so they did rebrand it.
Formerly the Holiday Inn. I think Pepe's trying to get here, by the way.
I think he is too.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
So
hunting everybody down.
For those of you that are not familiar, have not been to Dayton, or maybe it's been a long time since you've been to Dayton, Fairborn is an adjacent town. The Hamfest itself is in the Xenia. I've been jumped on that before, how I pronounce it. But Fairborn is like 5 miles away, and then Dayton's another 5 miles away, the actual city of Dayton. They call it Dayton Hamvention, but it's truly in Xenia, Ohio. So it's basically the big warm-up event, 4 Days in May vendor night. That's the big warm-up event for Hamvention. Folks, and if you got a chance, come to Hamvention. You're going to have a blast. I can guarantee you that. And come for more than one day, because it's going to take you more than one day to get through that thing.
Yeah, it's big. It's good.
unless you're on a scooter. Now, I don't think I can ride my scooter around up there, but if you're on one of those grandma scooters, what we call those, the Mighty Mites when I was a kid or something like that, Mark Cart, then you might be able to get through it, but you're not going to be able to look at everything that's, on the tables and stuff.
No, it's
So really, what is the four nights on that vendor night? Is that just all the vendors are kind of doing a mini display there at their? I've heard of it, but I've just never gone. I've never been part of that.
That's basically what it is. Dave, you've been to a couple of them, haven't you?
I've only been to the one, but it's
Okay.
So 4 days in May is actually a symposium for QRP stuff, right?
Okay.
They just have their vendor night on Thursday night, which is some of the vendors are like, I think Spool 10 is going to be there. What was the big radio last year? It wasn't the QDX. It was the
The FTX1F.
No. It was a QRP radio, little
Oh.
QRP radio that was.
Yeah, those were huge. I can't remember.
Yeah. I bought one and then I got rid of it because it wasn't the greatest radio in the world. But yeah, so Thursday night's their vendor night where all of the major QRP vendors that are out there will have a booth and be selling stuff or showing off what they're doing next. And it's pretty neat. So
Yeah, it's a cool event. I think that, like the main events and stuff, like the symposiums and stuff, you do have to register, and I think there probably is a fee involved with that. But vendor night is completely free. Free parking, free entry. You just go in there and make a purchase or something if you want to, or just come for the sites.
Wow. Interesting.
Yep. Who all here is going to Dayton? I know Marvin is and Dave is.
Yep.
Oh, you're going, Levi?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Sweet.
It's in
first
your
one.
back door. It's in your back door almost.
Yeah.
Whoa! Watch that backdoor stuff.
Oh, hey! Don't bring the pre-show into this.
Yeah, you already showed us, Mike. You already told us what you're about.
It's my first Hamvention, and I mean, this time last year, I've just been a ham for a year now, so like a year and 6 days. So I didn't even know what Hamvention was last year at this time.
Oh, you're gonna know what Hamvention is come 3 weeks from now.
Right?
Yeah.
It will take you a week to recover from it. It is a lot.
I hope
Wear
so.
some good shoes. Don't wear like
definitely.
Crocs or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need good tennis shoes all day long.
Yeah, I've got
It
that.
isn't-
I work on concrete 10 hours a day, so
It is
Yeah.
entirely possible that you find something out in the boneyard you want, such as me with my amplifier, and have to carry it all the way across the entire fairgrounds to get it back to the truck.
right.
That was bad. That was bad.
Yep.
And people are like, "Oh, it's just a fairground. Ain't that big deal, folks." If you haven't been, you don't know how big these fairgrounds are. It's huge.
It takes
It's very
20 minutes to walk across
pictures
there.
are
Yeah.
deceiving. Pictures and the maps are very, very deceiving on how
Mhm.
big it actually is.
Yeah, Michael, you never gave me a straight answer. You coming? You're muted. Although I can read your head going back and forth saying no.
Can you read
Yeah,
that?
the rock's shaking.
No. I wish I could go. What? It's in 3 weeks. No, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I was talking to Julie and Vaughn last night, and they're like, "How much would it cost to fly up to Nearfest, and then we'll go to Dayton?" And they're like, "No, we're not doing that." So, yeah, that would be too much of a rat race because Nearfest is not this weekend, but it is the following weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend. I've got my buddy's coming to pick up my trailer so he can pick up his stuff or load his stuff, bring it back over here so we can load the rest of my crap on it. And then he's going to pull that up. I'm going to pull the camper up, and we're just going to have a lot of crap for sale. So, hopefully it'll be pretty good.
I want to say that correct me if I'm wrong. Andy's coming to Dayton, right?
I believe so.
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think Dave is going to be there too.
Super
Hillbilly.
Dave?
Yes, I am.
Super Dave, we know he's going to be there, but I think Hillbilly Dave is going to be there also.
Hillbilly Dave is Super Dave.
Oh, yeah.
This is Dealer Dave.
That's
Dealer
Dave.
Dave.
Leave me alone. Bye.
Well-
he's drinking early night.
Yep.
It's
Early
not-
start with the Snapple.
Yeah, that's what they all say it is.
Let's jump in the chat and see what's all going on here because I haven't paid any attention to the chat yet. Andy Callie's in the house. Good to see Andy. KY4 TRK's here. And we know EOD Kaboom. He's always got to be here early so he gets to hear his music. AWRC says hello from AI5ZZ. Let's see here. Jonathan Kane's in the house. Some guy named Tortoise Overland's here. Let's see here. Keep scrolling. Levi's here, of course. There's Pepe. Pepe is coming, so that's great. Let's see here. N1JUR. Good to see Eric. Let's see here. Mike K9 or KE9DSK is here. Rodney AE5TX. I got to meet Rodney down in
Hamcation.
Yep. So I don't know if he's making it to Dayton, but that'd be cool if he got to get
Nope,
there.
he says he's working, so he can't make it to Dayton. I saw that somewhere in the chat there. So
Bummer. KR4JGD. Good to see him. Let's see here. Scrolling through.
By the way, his name is Gary.
Hi, Gary. Oh, I didn't even read it. I just clicked on the name. Let's see here. Marvin Mesh Dave. There you go. Let's see here. Scrolling through. I think I've got about everybody. Jonathan's going to be there as a vendor, so that'd be great. Did I miss Julie? Oh, yeah, Julie's here. Chaos or KJ4 ULZ. Evening, fellas. Evening, Julie. Let's see here. I've obviously got to reach out to her TO, the only TO. Let's see here. Anybody else? Rob KB6JFL. Let's see here. QMX. Yeah, Eric says QMX. I feel like there was another one though. Another one of those. What Dave was talking about. I can't remember. To save my life. I know it's in my video. Or one of my videos. I talked about it a lot. So yeah, we're caught up. All right. Tonight we're talking about show us your mobile shack. No special guest. You are the special guest. So we want to see what you got. What your mobile shack look like, and several of you have responded excellently. There's quite a few messages here in the Discord. So a couple of ways to go about this. Preferably if you've got a picture of your ZBit X. Thank you, Jonathan. That was it.
That's it. Yep.
ZBit X. I could not think of that to save my life. But anyway, the preferred method is to go to Discord. Under the text channels tab, you're going to see hashtag show us your mobile shack. Go in there, drop your pictures, and let us know what you got there. If you don't have Discord, that's okay too. You can send it via email to my email at josh@aa4wx.com. So my name at mycallsign.com. All right, let's dive in here. A few of you guys have already put yours in the Discord. Anybody not done that or want to show it here or anything like that before we go to Discord?
Mine's in there, so we'll see it in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, just
I think Tortoise Overland's in there too. So
I think Tortoise Overland's muted.
No, I'm here. Yeah, no, mine's in there. I'm good.
Hey, Mike, go get yourself some caffeine and wake up because it looks like you're about to fall asleep again.
Dude, I have 4 hours of sleep. Bite me.
Coffee, Red Bull, something.
Something. You look like you're gonna fall asleep. You
Have
really
coffee
do.
right here. Oh, I know. I won't fall asleep. I promise.
Well, we're not giving somebody their extra exam yet. So
No, you're not gonna have that meme tonight.
all right. Well, let's dive in and see what we got here. So right off the bat, we have John AI5ZZ, Redivus RT95 with a Cobra Mini CB will be updating in coming weeks, with likely getting the 2730A running at a
good radio.
head. Yeah, it is a good radio. Let's see. He put a video in here. Let's see what we got here.
I see dashboard.
It's pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Yeah, it's dark out.
We can scroll back here though and kind of see what we're looking at here. So yeah, there's that Redivus there on the left. And yes, it does have a Redivus nameplate, but I have seen this particular radio with so many different nameplates on it. Midland, TYT, Redivus, Alunce has had one. It's a very common radio. They swap out the nameplates, but still a great radio. I've owned 2 of them. And then there's your good old-fashioned Breaker 19 Cobra. Did we miss anything in there? Got the mic hook up there on the seat, I think that is. Can we see what he's listening to on the radio? It's a little blurry. Oh, well. But at least we can confirm the vehicle was stopped when he took this video. So, really cool. Really cool. Look forward to seeing that 2730 installed. That's going to be really cool. I had a debate about this earlier. I don't know who S is, so I kind of had to do some digging to figure out who this was. And it's Summit Radio. So Summit Radio, KE2. I had to make sure I wasn't reading GYN. GYH. It's down at the moment. Winter was hard and exposed copper. Yeah, that makes sense. But this was my latest setup with a G90. Adjustable loaded coil with a 6-foot steel rod, all home built. Was able to reach Slovenia, Italy, all of it. It was also compatible with my 8-foot and 14-foot surplus military whips. Could reach 80 meters on the 14-foot, but it was an extreme NVIS. Haha. So let's take a look at what we got here. Oh, yeah. What do y'all think of that? What is that? Is that a Jeep Compass? Or Grand Cherokee? I can't tell.
Looks like almost like a Grand Cherokee, I think. Nope, it's a Jeep.
It is a Jeep.
Jeep Grand Cherokee, I bet. That's what that is.
Yeah. See, I think this is a ground strap right here. Do y'all see that? Or is that just for stabilization?
Good question.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. But obviously you see where he's got it mounted. He's got it mounted right there on the hitch. That works. That works. No question about it. And may God have mercy on that paint job. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of salt. At that point, is it even worth salting the road anymore? Let's see here. Rodney, AE5TX WSBZ617. I like saying GMRS call signs because they sound like old AM radio call signs.
Yeah.
My humble first build, still working on the FT891 Go box completion. It will allow mobile and external operating. I have a 50 amp hour LiFePO 4 battery box in the area behind the passenger seat, with the ability to charge a 10 amp DC charger and solar panel. All power is normally from the 40 amp switch or aux switch through a 80 amp 12 volts DC relay that the aux energizes. Not sure. Yeah.
English is hard.
Yeah, it's hard. When the aux is off, it connects to the LiFePro 4 to the common DC distribution ground pole blocks, FT891 and ATAS 120 for HF with ham sticks and 3/8 by 24 option. I'm not quite sure what that may be. I'm maybe just reading that wrong. And a secondary coax or second coax with switch via switch in the 891 Go box with an LDG Z11 Pro 2 tuner. VHF UHF is an FTM 150 RASP to a Diamond SG 7500A, and GMRS is KG 1000G plus to Comet FC5. Both are Diamond K9000 motorized mounts. hitch mount for 33-foot fiberglass mast for when I need my own tree. All right, just because that took me 5 minutes to read, I'm going to go ahead and say, as of right now, this is the most extravagant setup, but I think we're going to get more. So let's dive into the pictures here. Nice overland rack. It is a Jeep. I think Jeeps are the most common vehicles for hams, it seems like. But shame on Texas for not putting emergency down here. I don't want you to wear a badge, but I want your license plate to say emergency.
I think Tennessee is still the only state that does that.
I think they are too.
I've seen it on others. I can't remember which states, but I have seen it on others.
Yeah, because my Wisconsin does not do that either.
I don't claim to be an emergency operator of any way, stretch, shape, or form.
Hi, Tim. No. Did your badge come in yet?
I did. I got the customized a HamShackTV weather spotter, official weather spotter badge.
Oh, good.
Your POTA activation must have been a little slow, Tim, huh? That's why you decided to come on.
Oh my God, yes. Well, so we have the storms coming through the Midwest right now, and the noise floor is through the roof.
Yeah, I can't do FT8 right now. It's terrible. I can't do anything. I'm not making any contacts anywhere.
How in the world I just got Japan on 17 meters is beyond me. But yeah, you're not wrong.
17 meters,
I guess. And the gray line was right over me. ATAS. I'm guessing this is.
Those are the motorized K9000s foldovers.
Okay. Because I see this one has a coil in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this is GMRS and this is 2 meters or VHF UHF. I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure which one's which. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
But I mean, he's not driving. He's not going to go through a car wash. He's not going to go through a drive-through anywhere with that ATAS on top as high as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we got here? This is the RASP right there. That's the
891.
891.
That's the 891. And then this is the GMRS.
What is he using for GMRS again?
I'll go back and look. KG 1000G plus.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that radio.
Yeah, I'm not either. It looks like it's kind of just a remote head, and everything else is placed somewhere else. So,
yeah, could be. I see the start of a Go box over here, and some Monster Energy.
Yeah, that KG 1000's probably the best GMRS radio out there. True 51.
Oh, really?
Dual receive. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The real important thing, and I didn't see it here, is how many.
Oh, there's a 33-foot mast right there on it.
But is there a picture of how many pathways are on the dash? Is that
picture of what you're cutting up a little bit there?
Yeah, you're cutting up, Tim. You're breaking up.
Hang on.
Boost your bandwidth.
No, you're banging on the desk. Get the sword out.
But no, there's not a picture of the ducks on the dash.
Oh,
that's yeah. I mean, you're not a true overlanding off-roader if you don't have ducks.
You're not a Jeep geek if you don't have ducks on your dash. Okay, let's get that straight.
There's no good pictures of it. He might have some ducks on there. I don't know. All right. Jonathan KM.
They're all under the seat.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Marvin, keep an eye on the chat there, or you both can.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be good there. Jonathan KM4 CFT. Mine's kind of boring, but it's an FT91 or 891 Yaesu and an FTM 400 XDR on a Lido mount. Lido radio mounts. Go check out my link in the description. Plate has extra holes drilled and a custom 3D printed mount can be downloaded on my printables to hold both microphones. On the top of the car is the VU whip antenna, and the trunk has the ATAS for the HF antenna. So there you go. That's a pretty common setup. I feel like I've seen several pictures in different Facebook groups of this same setup, the 891 with the 400 above it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've got there on mine. But I did have a question. Would they be willing to let Julie bedazzle their ATOS?
Oh, God bless. No.
That conversation is still going from Orlando after all this time.
Julie's in the chat.
Oh yeah, she's in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't think it would take much to get Julie to bedazzle an ATOS.
If she wanted to do that at
just give her an
Hamvention, I
ATOS.
would live stream it.
You hear that, Julie? You have a
Oh my
challenge.
God, that's hilarious.
The bedazzle challenge.
So by the way, Jonathan says silver cable is my CW key, and the 10 one is the FH2 remote from AliExpress. Car is a 2021 Subaru Crosstrek. Subaru makes some really nice vehicles, but we can't see the paddle. Come on now, or the key. Got to do better than that. Come on, photogs. Rodney's back with his setup for the Simplex Net 2 meters. Normal setup, and then N9 TAX Slim Jim on the 33-foot mast using the K9000 connection. Let's see what all he's got there. That's kind of the same except for lit up from earlier. Better shot at the mast for sure. That's nice. That's nice.
Which mast is that?
What did he call it? Go back. No, where is it? Oh, he doesn't say. Rodney, if you're here, tell us what it is.
Rimcon.
Rimcon. Did we get a picture of the ducks? No ducks there.
Is there a close up of how that's connected to? It looks like he has some kind of a hitch mount.
I think we had a better. Did we have a
It looks like he's got the
picture?
same hitch mount that I do. It was cheap on Amazon. It's for a flagpole mount.
Okay, and you could just set the set the pole into it.
Yeah, depending on the mast. What is this?
That's about as close as I can get in on it there.
My jackknife
Yeah.
pole will slip down into it. My TN07, I actually have to slip it in and then put it in the receiver mount because it's the bottom of it's too wide. But yeah, it just slips right in and
Awesome.
it works great.
Cool.
Drive, I guess. Drive.
I drove on over there and got it.
Oh, he's driving. He's currently driving, so that's why. That's what he's trying to get at.
It's overrated.
E. I don't know who E is. Oh, that's EOD Kaboom. Why is?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
don't know why
know
you're
why
just
this is.
getting-
You're
It's
in stream
truncating usernames because I'm in stream mode. That's what's going on. Now you can see them. Everybody knows everybody. I ain't worried about truncating usernames. Here's EOD Kaboom. I see a Jeep. I see no ducks.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Is that a? Is that a
That's like
200?
no. I think
They don't have
Is that
ducks
two-
in Guam.
that
or is it the 510?
that reminds me
No,
of the
that's not
FTM 200.
Not a 510.
Not 510. Okay.
What is it, Tim?
I've got a 510.
So it's got to be the FTM 200 then, probably.
Yeah, that's what I had for a long time.
I've still got one. Yeah. In fact, I got new knobs coming for it. So
He said knobs.
you are
Oh. There's the backside of it.
nice.
Jason would be proud.
He's got the
What
same
are those
pack I have.
Yeah. What are those packs called? I'm trying to think, Michael. I can't
Fuel
think. I've
pack.
got one for.
They're fuel packs.
Yeah. Those are nice. I use one in the 4-wheeler. I keep one in my 4-wheeler when I'm traveling.
Looks like one of
It's
them
nice.
is a toolbox too. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
big
there's all
toolbox.
kinds of stuff up there. You got a toolbox, and then probably
Big
one of
giant
them's just
rifle case,
yeah.
which may or may not have a rifle in it.
Rodney says, "Great, just empty every
Rotopack.
pocket, Gladiator." Okay,
That's it.
so
Rotopack.
yep.
Yeah,
Skip down past
not
it.
cheap.
Here's
No,
a
but
buddy.
they're nice.
Here's a buddy, Ken, KO4LMK. He's local to me. My humble go box, it includes a Kenwood V71A and a Yaesu FT100. Both have signal links for digital operations. There is also a power supply and power gate to control power inputs. Can't take credit for the building. Thank you to Tim Montgomery, N4TLM. Tim Montgomery's awesome, y'all. I need to find a way to introduce him into the channel somehow. CQ Field Day, Whiskey Alpha 4, Sierra Romeo Sierra, 6 Alpha Tennessee. It's Field Day. Duh, I already said it's Field Day.
That's a nice little set, though. That's pretty cool.
He has notes so he doesn't forget.
And dementia pills, apparently. Let's see. There's the radio. We got a couple of external speakers, 891, and then the LDG. LDG is just the standard when it comes to auto tuners. I think everybody's got the LDG tuners.
They're great. I mean, they work on everything.
Yeah,
I can use an LDG with a 705. It's simple. So
not bad. Not bad. We got an update here from John, AI5ZZ. 1995 Subaru station wagon, or Subaru legacy wagon, I should say. ICOM IC 2730 Bravo, Comet GI 190 UHF mount antenna, Uniden Bearcat external speaker. Took the Amazon Super Gainer off and checked when I got my Nano VNA. Had an SWR of 5-1 on 2 meters. Oops.
Ooh, ow.
And 3.2-1 on 70 centimeters. Glad I took it out of service. Indeed, I am too.
yeah.
Switched to the Redivus RT95 out for the ICOM and took out the CB second to the last picture with the Super Gainer. Secondary is my truck with a mag mount antenna connected to a Baofeng K5 Plus. I like the Baofeng K5 Plus. It's one of my more favorite Baofengs. Should properly move the antenna, the top of the headache rack. Currently on one of the toolboxes, 2007.5. I guess it's 2007.5 Dodge Ram, 3500 CNC, 6.7 Cummins. I never can pronounce that. Napahide. Bed. Napahide. Okay. Redivus mag mount antenna came with the RT95. Would have shown my HF setup since it's a Go box. I use it for base and mobile stuff, but it isn't ready yet. PS Speedo in the Subaru doesn't work. What?
Speedometer in the Subaru does not work.
Okay.
Yeah, different Speedo, dude.
Okay. I've never heard it called a Speedo.
We know what we
Really?
know what Josh has on his mind.
Wow.
Win.
Getting it from both sides and Speedos.
Yes. Love overheating a phone with the fishbowl for tent. I was stopped, I think, AWRC in the YouTube chat, by the way. Sorry to cover the page worth of text. That's all right. I should have done a TLDR in chat GPT. Well, let's see what we got here. Wow. There's a lot going on here.
You say so.
Or a lot not going on. Either way, one way or another. Let's see what we got here.
What the hell is that? A snorkel he got on there?
That's what grabbed my attention.
That looks like a pie cut snorkel. Just hit the zoom button there. There you go. What in the hell is that?
You just need to get air into the engine. That's all you need.
It looks like shop vac parts, some toilet parts. He's got a toilet reducer on it. God bless America.
That looks like corrugated pipe for your downspouts out in the yard right there.
Right.
A spray painted dryer vent. Let's get realistic.
Exactly.
There you go.
And don't forget about the tie downs.
Oh, the hood pins. Oh my God.
Pins, yep.
No way.
Oh, and by the way, here's the antenna.
Oh yeah.
Just now seen the antenna. There was so much else going on.
Oh no, this one's definitely getting roasted. Where is the grill and the bumper at? For God's sakes, it's a Subaru.
Hey,
don't hit anything with that thing.
Look at the tread on that tire. That is some formidable tread.
Yeah.
You know, when I first saw this, the first
spacers in there.
when I first saw this, the first thing I thought was, this looks like it belongs on a dirt track with a roll cage in it.
Well, look what he says.
That just
Snorkel,
looks like
wonderful
a lot
thing.
of fun.
Too bad Subaru made an awful door seals. PVC stuff from Home Depot, corrugated from O'Reilly's, fixed on a Memorial Day after it flooded. Lights on Amazon.
Dude, I told you.
Hell yeah.
You aren't shitting us.
But no, Subarus are all-wheel drive, dude. That looks like a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's got the old stick shift to it, too.
Stick shift, yeah.
Okay, the manuals.
There's the ICOM up there. I love these new ICOM displays. The black, the white on the black instead of inverse. I like that. I think it's sharp. Oh, wow. We've torn it apart, it looks like. Oh,
Boy, it's rough, but...
That's the old radio up there. With the radio under the seat. There's the dial.
He's got wheel spacers on that sucker. There's no way those wheels stick out by themselves like
Oh,
that.
no. All right, there we go. Cool.
He was roasted.
And speaking of roast, let me see here. Do we have a fire emoji?
We got a dumpster fire right there. We went too far.
I did.
Man, scroll down.
There you go. I just hit one so you can hit it again.
I'm not seeing it. Why am I blind?
I just saw a dumpster fire in there somewhere. Right there.
Oh, there. That's money on fire, but that's fine.
Oh, no, that's good.
Oh, they won't let me because it belongs to a different one. Anyway, that's fun while it lasted. Andy says, well, my mobile shack is in the shop due to an unfortunate incident involving a forklift. Long story. But I won't be sharing pictures yet, hopefully soon. No, you need to be coming in and telling a story.
Right. There's a story involving that one for sure, but it's like maybe he went to Home Depot or something and tried to load something and the forks messed up and the forklift driver screwed up or something. I don't know.
I've seen some videos on the internet of people somebody's got the fork up and they don't realize what they're doing and they smash right through the dang between the B post.
Yep.
There's Terry with a Tango. What we got here? That is a 991, the MFJ clock, rig runner, power supply, FT70D. That is WSJTX with the AOC or NOC. I don't know which one that is. AOC or NOC?
It's AOC.
Oh, please change your name right now.
Osceola Cortex.
Yeah. So yeah, typical setup, not bad.
What's he got down the back of his truck on his bed is folded over. He's got a hard bed and he folded it over and he must sit up in the bed and use that as a table.
Yeah, this must be a field day of some sort.
Yeah, because he's under a tent too, looks like.
Trying to see which call sign he's using for this. W4A something. Hard to tell. Probably club call. All right, now we're on the Michael. The old Tortoise FJ, FT891, FTM 500, ATAS 120, Comet mobile antenna, AE antenna mount, and Renogy battery system. That's clean.
So that's the GPS NMO combination. So there's a GPS antenna on there, and cool. The Comet's mounted to it.
That's cool.
So that's what the hood looks like.
You got a Punisher next to it.
Yep. Wait, no, go back.
Oh, you got the bandy mount.
Zoom in on the to the left of the antenna, right there. Just hit the zoom.
There's a hole already.
There's a 3/4 inch hole with a freaking 3/4 inch antenna hole plug.
Cool. You ready for something else?
I'm gonna have bandy mount back there.
Yep, bandy mount with an HS.
Bandy
Yeah,
mount.
I had to drill it out though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had to drill mine out too to convert it over to non-CB.
But the coax actually has a ground kit inside the left, right, or the driver's side back quarter kick panel. It's actually grounded to the, because you get a terrible ground with the bandy mount. So I actually grounded the coax inside, and it works great.
Awesome.
Yep, tank radio.
Well, I see it. I see a stank radio on there.
Yep, there's a stank radio on there.
Stank radio sticker.
Got the Grouch. I love looking at these stickers. Motorola, Tennessee FJ Cruisers, a Homer Simpson donut. Everybody loves a Homer Simpson donut.
If you see the 615 Overland, I'm one of the founding members of 615 Overland.
Okay. Got M17 on there. I've yet to do anything with M17.
Yeah.
They were nice and gave me a sticker. I like when people ask me, hey, what's that M17?
That's like an M15.
Yeah.
Or an M16.
So there is a video.
Is the video, the audio coming through?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
I don't know if I can share the audio.
Why? It's just quick. There's an SDS 200. There is a Wolfbox mirror. I had my Wolfbox before Jason or Mike. Yeah.
Oops.
Yep, that's exactly what you think that is. That's my patch collection.
Oh.
I don't know why the camera's sideways.
Because you don't know how to shoot video.
You know what? Bite me. There's an old rig runner. That is the 891, and that's the 500 over there.
You do the backseat delete.
And if you pause it, you'll see the one. You'll see the Renogy the Renogy 1-to-1 choke.
This is good.
Renogy or Reliance?
Oh, Reliance, not Renogy. Reliance. Yeah, and there's a real snorkel.
I was going to say, there's a snorkel right there. That's what it's supposed to look like anyway.
Snorkel, I just replaced the winch line. That's my truck. Roast it. I don't care. Go ahead, guys.
No, this is good.
It's good.
You know what this reminds me of when I look at this?
A rolling blueberry?
No, I'm not talking about the FJ itself. This reminds me a lot of Jason's setup in his truck. Like, it's pretty doggone close, wouldn't you say, Tim?
He's changed it all since the last time you saw it.
Oh, has he?
Oh, yeah, more than likely, yeah.
That was only a month and a half ago, 2 months. So.
It is, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I was just in another part of the country with Jason.
I guess. Yep. Next year, I'm committing right now.
Okay.
Jesse W1BBT. I don't know if I've seen Jesse around these parts, but good to see Jesse. What are we doing with here?
I can't remember the name brand of that antenna I'm a fan, but that's a really good antenna. It does a phenomenal job for a quick vertical. My brother has one of those, and he's worked a lot of countries on it. So
I've seen this before. I have seen one. I can't remember what it's called though. Yeah.
ACK just did a video not too long ago about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice little mass there.
Yeah, for like a 2 meter setup mounted right to the front cattle guard of the truck. So that's pretty cool. That really gets you up and going for field day, or if you have like a bike race or something you're doing, communications for. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, not bad. Look at this. We got this guy. Oh wow! I mean, he's built a PowerPoint just to show us what he's got.
Oh, it's a Transworld. That's it. It's called the Transworld 5-band Explorer.
Yes, yes. Yep. FT891, DigiRig 891, InFed half wave 1K40 through 10, Transworld 5-band Explorer plus 40. Operate at 50 watts. VHF is a Yaesu FT310D RASP with a Diamond X300. Diamond X300 is good antenna.
It is.
Let's see here. Batteries included. usually batteries not included. Contest rig, 2 100 amp hour 12 volt LiPo 4s, powers computers, monitors, radios, operating constant FT8 for roughly 16 hours for each battery. One can be charging while the other is being used. So potentially unlimited battery. Potentially. Let's see here. 26 foot. This is for contesting. 26 foot enclosed trailer. Complete setup for boondocking. Multiple antenna setups. Multiple operators. Get a little closer look. So the trailer looks a little plain right now. I mean, we got good power on the walls. That's one thing we can say.
It's got a bedroom, man.
It does?
Yeah, on the other side of that curtain, there's a bed.
That's what it's for, yeah.
Is that a Murphy bed down there, or is that the door?
We see the door and then look down below, and there's a bed, like a cot or something. So yeah.
I need to go have an eye exam. That don't look like a bed to me.
I
Just past the yellow and black tote.
Well, I was going to say that's a tote. Maybe I don't know.
I think there is a cot there.
There's a little closer look at the radio. So it's an enclosed trailer that you can go in and put your Go Kit in. I mean, we're not talking like an EOC trailer here. Not bad. Not bad. It's a good start for sure. Yeah. Hey, we appreciate these guys right here.
Yep.
World Radio League, y'all. HamShackTV coupon code. I got to throw it anywhere I get. What is that? Is that a 991 sitting there?
That looks like a 991.
It's either a 991 or a 710. Was it in the other picture? No, it's a different setup. Well, it may be back here.
I think that's just for brownie points, dude.
Not me.
No, I'm talking about the
World Radio League.
Yeah, I think that's for brownie points.
You're definitely getting. I'm definitely going to call it out if I've got it here. Marvin, your turn. Walk us through what you got here.
So I've got the bullet point mounting solution that is secured to the dash. And then I've got a couple arms that I found off Amazon that will mount the 3 devices you see. First is the FTM 400, and I won't sell it. I won't give it up. And, it's one of the best radios out there that Yaesu's made for mobiles. I love it. It's a great radio across the board. It works out really well. And like every day I'm on 5.2 talking on the way home usually. I don't always catch everybody, but depending, like today I was leaving a little late, so I didn't really get on the 5.2 channel. But there's a nice 5.2 here in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I've been chatting on that a little bit, which is cool. And then I've got my mobile phone set up, and I really, let me go back to the radio real quick, is that I have that positioned kind of low and down in the dash just a little bit. One is the clear visibility for the dash, but 2 is I can literally reach for my steering wheel over, and I can spin the right dial on the frequency if I need to change frequencies for on the 2 meter 440 radio, which is really cool. So, but that's my usually typical setup. I'm changing the A band of the radio quite often. If I'm not on 5.2, I'm over on like either my repeater when I'm heading back home or something along those lines. And then I've got the phone mount, which is pretty cool. It's another solution from Bullet Point where it will sit in the cradle and charge, and a lot of stability there. I wish it was a little bit more stable. It vibrates a little bit more than I really care for it than I wish it wouldn't do, but it's not terrible. And then I've got the 891 set up, and it's basically just 2 cables coming up through just a small little hole in the dash in the back that was already kind of pre-existing. Where like they had like a little screw going down through there. And so I was able to just run the 2 wires up to the dash, and then they're routed down through everywhere I can imagine to, the nooks and crannies to get it over to the back seat. And then if you look at the next picture over, it might be just different angle of this one. Oh, there it is, the back seat. And that's where you got the 891 in the far top of the picture. And then I've got the FTM 400 in there. And then I've got a Blue Sea distribution block for some power that everything is running through. So I run power directly from the battery right to that Blue Sea and then from there I will go out to the 2 radios, and I've also got a Spec 5. Sorry, Dave.
Studio.
Seed Studio. I know, but it's fun I'm using. But it's pretty slick. It's full-time powered, and it goes out to an external antenna above. I didn't take a picture of the antennas on this one. Go check out my channel. I've got a whole video series on this I did with the truck. And Bulletproof Diesel is the mount I have on the antennas up on the truck that has a dual mount. So one's for the VHF, UHF, and the other one I have for the 900 megahertz antenna for the mesh that I use all the time. So I keep those pretty commonly connected. I don't connect the mesh as much as I should probably when I get in the vehicle, but it's always running. I just don't connect it to my phone and see what's happening and sending messages. So as much as I should. So
did I miss this? But I see a USB-B coming out the back. Are you running FT8 mobile?
I do have a. I don't know. I do have a cable that I do connect regularly. I don't know if it's that one connected or not right offhand. That I run. I can run digital modes if I need to or want to. Going out into the computer up in the center. I usually stick it right in my on my center console. I usually put a laptop there, and I'll run digital if I want. So, but yeah, I've got one coming out of there. So, yeah, I don't know if it's that cable right offhand, but I do typically have it connected. So,
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to have that ability to be able to do it in the center of the truck and run. So it's fun.
Not bad. It's good and clean. That's the good part. We like to see the messy ones, but the clean ones are impressive too. Yeah,
I mean, literally, there's 2 cables, and they're kind of zip tied to the arms, and so you really don't see them much at all. It looks like zero. It looks like it's completely wireless. But yeah, there's a little bit of mess back underneath the back seat, but it's also all mounted to a piece of plywood that I painted, and it's all secured back there. So you can kind of see the gray board that it's on, but yeah, it's not bad. So it keeps everything from moving too much.
For the shakiness of the bullet point, they actually make a little rubber, kind of a U-shaped thing with a pad on it that you can
goes
put
on your
underneath
dash.
the arm. Well, yeah, it pops onto the arm and goes in between the arm and the dash.
Okay, is that Bullet Point has that, or just Amazon?
Bullet Point has it.
Okay.
When we get to mine, you'll see I've got a lot of weight up there, and those little things made a huge difference.
I'll have to check that out then, because I've not seen that on their site, but I've not been on their site for a while. So is that something newer from them?
Yeah, last 4 or 5 months, probably 6 months.
Okay, then I've not seen it, because it was probably last July and August I was into this pretty big with them, so I've not seen that, but that'd be good to know. I'll look at it for sure. Thank you. I'll look forward to seeing yours.
Well, speaking of Dave's, let's just go right on to Dave's. Dave has white wall tires. I mean, it's impressive.
We were using my truck to flatten out our driveway. It's rained a lot here, and he put down some new road base, and so I was just driving back and forth on it, trying to compact everything. So yeah.
Dave's working on the ranch.
I'm out at the ranch. Yeah,
you're a ranch hand.
So outside, it's the Comet CA. What is it? CA2X4 SR antenna for dual band.
That's the same one I run. That's a great antenna.
Yeah, awesome antenna. And then an ATOS, of course, outside on the back passenger side.
See if I can get to that there. There it is.
Yeah, I do have receiver mount.
Is that using a Breedlove mount by chance?
That is a Breedlove mount. Yeah. Both mounts on the back for my cell booster and for the ATOS are both Breedlove.
They are awesome mounts.
Yeah, sturdy.
Yes.
So, I do have a receiver hitch on the front of my truck as well, and that pole mount. When I'm at an RV park that I can't set up something, I'll use that. And from the back of my trailer to the front of my truck happens to be about 68 feet when I'm disconnected, which is perfect for an in-fed half wave. So I can put the end of the in-fed half wave up on the mast and then tie the transformer off to the trailer and actually be able to run an in-fed running across the top of my setup and not out into anybody else's camp.
Did you have this ranch hand in Orlando?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sharp. And I've ridden in this thing, folks. This is a great truck. An absolutely awesome truck.
And then simple setup, FTM 500, 891, and then of course my 7-inch screen for the cameras on the trailer. So
Okay.
same thing. It's a bullet point mount, and yeah, you can't see, sort of see underneath the camera, right in the corner between the knob and the 891 and the screen. You can kind of see that little rubber boot, but there's little rubber boots that they make that go underneath the arm to help secure it. Just to keep it from bouncing.
Rubber boots.
I have rubber boots. So that's the truck.
Now for the real thing.
There we go.
And
Hey, that looks familiar right there.
look at there. So this is also a mobile shack, which is in my RV. So this is where I'm sitting right now.
What is
Who's
Michael
got
doing?
Michael needs
Sorry,
Mike,
checker.
I pushed the wrong button. That wasn't me. It was Dave.
This looks like the Spaceship Enterprise right here. What is,
Yeah,
is that
that
just a
looks
lamp?
nice.
Those are they're
Look at that damn
lights.
Stream Deck.
They're supposed to be like facing towards you for stream lighting, but they make a really good kind of low profile desk light that, as you can see, lights up the entire desk space. So
wow.
Ow.
Somebody just got shot.
Wow. That was awesome.
What are you
Oh,
complaining
you got
about?
the big boy too.
I got the big boy.
Oh, that ain't nothing compared to you. Don't have knobs.
I don't
Dave
need
has knobs.
Knobs.
I don't need knobs.
Dave's got knobs.
I'm a big boy. I don't need knobs.
Real radios don't have knobs.
That's what I tell them. We've got faders. We have
So
sliders.
yeah, so that's my setup, and you could see I organized my Skittles because I had a craving for green and yellow Skittles.
Oh my
So-
Oh
god.
boy.
Got to be kidding me.
Wow.
100%.
Should I repeat what I said in the private chat earlier?
What time is it? Yeah, you
They're
can.
yummy, man.
Dave,
The Skittles are just gay M&Ms.
I'm getting canceled now.
Thanks
for watching.
I'm gonna say this, but Dave might be slightly autistic. I'm gonna throw that out there.
What gave you the clue, Tim?
Skittles.
Oh.
So I'm going to go full disclosure. I, for some reason, I myself have been into Skittles lately. I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing from childhood or what, but I've been reaching for Skittles before I do M&Ms.
The gay ones.
I don't know about that. I mean, they are fruity, but I don't know about that.
We knew about
just
that.
stop.
We knew about that.
I was fixing to ask about where's all the Meshtastic stuff, but there it is. I see a couple right there. There's the Sense Cap.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a really nice setup, Dave. This is super cool.
You should see it in person.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go inside in Hamvention, but yeah, maybe at Dayton.
That skull's
I
phenomenal.
won't have it at Dayton, but I will have it at
Huntsville.
Yeah, this is good.
He's using
That's me.
HRD log. He's using HRD logbook. So, how do you like that 6.9? Yeah, that's why everybody's saying 6.9.
No, at some point, they're going to run out of numbers, and they're going to have to go to 7.
Right.
I'm going to go in full disclosure
Oh boy.
and say this. If HRD doesn't do something to update this thing soon, HRD is going to become a thing of the past. They are getting boat raced by everybody right now. Between
They are.
what we talked about last week, the PodaCat, and then with the stuff that World Radio League's doing, they're getting boat raced.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy's here. Have fun. Or hey, y'all have fun. But he also says, please don't play the clip.
Please don't play the clip.
I will spare you the clip tonight.
Which-
Oh, I did. There's the skull. I was looking for the skull.
Which
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Josh?
The skull's hanging out behind Snoopy. I think that's Snoopy.
Yeah, that's Snoopy. That's my number one dad Snoopy that my kids gave me. So, and then the skull.
What were you saying, Tim?
Which clip? What are you talking about?
The money clip.
Money Club.
Oh, Andy doesn't want to hear it, or
I guess not.
I guess. Interstellar Starman says, Josh giving it straight about HRD. And it's not because, I do receive compensation from World Radio League, because I like the PodaCat too. It looks great. And then I really like the remote software I use, SDR Control, Marcus's software. Again, they're just getting boat raced by everybody. And
I mean, I've been a member of HRD for probably close to since probably 2016.
Mhm.
And I think I've still got membership with them for another 2 years, but it's just like they are. Yeah, you're right. They're just getting boat raced by everybody. They're so slow and pushing things out. And I mean, he says he has got all these developers working on it, but so does Andy, and they're moving it twice the light speed of what HRD is. So I mean, you just got poor developers or what's going on there, but Mike he needs to step it up for sure. So
we've been talking for as long as I've been a ham about HRD going to Mac, and it still hasn't happened.
yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly. It's supposed to happen in 7, but we don't know when that's going to happen.
Seven will never happen.
And they've been talking about 7 since Josh became a ham. I mean, it has been a while, and I'm sitting here, and I've been using this since Simon was involved in it back in the early teens.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so before it was purchased
By Mike there, yeah,
by the current owners, and I don't know, I've just stopped using it because I've switched over to Mac.
yeah.
And, there's a lot of great features in it, but everything is just, once again, it's like most software in amateur radio. It was written in the 90s, and they just keep patching it and staying in that old framework. And thank God that, World Radio League, Polo, those guys, they've come out and they're competing against each other, and it's great for everybody. It is absolutely great for everybody that they're doing that. But I don't honestly know if some of the, I want to call them legacy companies, are ever going to rewrite their software, because I just don't think it's in them. And I think the people that want to change will change, but.
And I think I'm going to put N1MM in that same group. So they aren't changing, they aren't updating, they aren't modifying for Linux and Macs and everything else either. So N1M is, contesters love it, big time. And it's used by a lot of people every day, but it's just not made a lot of changes. So,
And then I'm looking here at the chat. You got KY4 TRK. N3FGP is my pick because it can work with cat control. So can World Radio League. And N3FJP, while it is the gold standard of logging on field day, it has been forever.
Absolutely.
World Radio League is really kind of, now that they've got the cat control involved, they're light years ahead of N3FJP.
Once they get that desktop app with cat control established in the next couple weeks here, I think that will be a big game changer right from the get-go there. But even for Winter Field Day, N3FJP is the number one by about 60% of our users for Winter Field Day are using N3FJP. Absolutely. I mean, it's been out there for a long time, but he's not updating and changing anything either. So
in all fairness, great. He's on top of it, and the stuff stays patched, and he does coming out. And it's all these overlays and templates and everything like that, but the core program has not changed.
Right.
What does N3FJP provide that some of the others don't? And it's that ability to network the computers together, so you can go out as a club with multiple operators, multiple stations, and do that. Guess what? You can do that with World Radio League.
You absolutely can.
And
it's not remotely as complicated as N3FJP is to do that exact same thing.
You're using the internet. That's the only caveat. right now is to get the networking is that you would have to be connected to the internet. Most field day stations are connected to the internet. That is there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Winter Field Day, you guys did the special event with the Flag and Torch where you had multiple stations logging back to central
server.
Yep. So I mean, it's been proven in a not a contest that it can be done, and I think it's gonna. I would like to see more people start to adopt it and drive that push. I mean, I can easily work 2 and 3 contacts a minute without any problems using World Radio League or Polo, either one of them. It stays up. It maintains. So I don't see a problem. I'd like to see more people start pushing to use these newer apps and get off the old stuff that our grandpas used.
Yeah.
That would just go back to paper.
I agree. I only use what I use right now because I'm waiting for World Radio League basically to catch up. I got my founding member mug the other day.
Oh, nice.
Don't put that down yet. Give me a minute. Put it back up. There you go. There you go.
What's your number, Dave?
354.
354. I'm 154. So very cool.
Yeah.
Show yours.
12.
Oh, wait.
12.
12.
So fully support those guys, and I'm excited
Cheater.
at what they're doing. And once, I mean, it's taking forever for 7.0 to come out.
I can't leave you out.
Eventually, it's just going to die.
There we go.
Bronco.
That's right.
I've been a ham for 4 years, and for all 4 years, I've been promised a new version of Ham Radio Deluxe. It doesn't take that long to develop software.
No.
And it's obvious World Radio League has been at this for 2 years? If that.
Yeah. Right.
The first time I saw World Radio League or even heard of World Radio League was at Huntsville, not this past year, but the year before that.
Yep.
So I think they came in around September or October of 24, because we first used them in Winter Field Day of 25, and they were less than 6 months old then. So, again, September, October of 2024 is when they came to existence. So
I use World Radio League because that's what I started with. I'm that new.
Yeah. Well,
nothing wrong with that.
You're right. Doing fine. Guys, I just realized something. I'm going to go a little off topic for a moment.
Really? Like we haven't gone off that?
I know we're already off topic.
I'm going completely off topic. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I was going to do a relatively big giveaway in the very near future. I didn't realize how near in the future it's going to be, so I got to start making some decisions on what I'm going to give away. But HamShackTV is approaching 2 million views. As of right this second. 1,984,681 views since inception. So I don't know what in the hell that was, but
that wasn't me. I will say that.
With that said, Gray Man Poda, not Moda, is demanding his clip for his 4 months.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
Appreciate the membership for 4 months.
I hit enter before I finished my thought, and that was play the clip for Andy.
Oh, there you go, Andy. But anyway, I still don't know what to give away. I'm going to tell y'all right now before y'all start getting in the chat, giving me suggestions. It's not going to be a flex, and it's probably not going to be an HF radio. Something I have in mind is like some sort of
a flex.
A mobile rig or something like that.
I would say I'm going to give away the opportunity for you to go and view the X Speculative Radio at the Icon booth at Dayton.
Yes.
I will arrange a private viewing.
Right next to
There you
the
go.
Oh my God,
150 other people.
Oh, no. We'll get a private viewing. Tim EOD Kaboom says FTM 310. I think that's what was in his truck.
Okay.
We were talking about that earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about it, but the likelihood of hitting that number
On this stream.
no, it's not going to happen on this stream, but there is a very high likelihood we will be there before next week.
Oh yeah.
310. It's a little bit more than I'm wanting to spend right now, but
2730 maybe. That's a good one that Dave mentioned.
Right.
Oh,
2730. Yeah, y'all like to kill y'all killed me on my 7300 giveaway. I'm still paying on that.
Maybe EOD Kaboom is saying he wants an FTM 310. I was assuming that was the that was an FTM 310 that was on his dash that we were trying to identify.
If y'all want something expensive, sweeten the pot, throw some super chats.
There we go.
There you go. So anyway, let me get back to Discord. So plan on that. We don't have a topic for next week, so it may be a good time to have a celebration. We'll see.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Oh, my
God
speakers and my headphones just popped. Levi, it's your turn. Let's see what you got here.
I just
All right.
died.
Well, I always add a couple of the install pictures because when I went to install in this truck, I couldn't find anything on YouTube or anywhere. But basically, I've got currently a GMRS. It's a Motorola, I don't know, MXT 575 GMRS, and then I need to paint my board there. I'd learned that from Marvin, seeing his.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is under the rear seat on the passenger side, and then the other one's a FTM 500, and that's all I have in there currently. Ran the power back from the truck battery, and then ran. This is right here. This is inside the center console. I put in the an extension cord for the mic, and I just hooked the mic for the GMRS up in the center console there.
I don't know what's impressing me more, the how clean this is, or the fact that a 2023 truck has a change dispenser.
Right.
I think my 25 still has one.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only
That's
thing
for
in
those
there is the
eVTOL
infamous
systems.
Aldi quarters.
Oh yeah, got to have the Aldi quarters.
But yeah, that's the hookup there for the GMRS mic.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
It controls the radio, and then this is everything buttoned up. Nothing shows. It's but right underneath that seat. I don't know if you got the one picture with the side view there showing under it. This was huge for me, is finding that huge grommet right there, because that allowed me to run in all the antenna wires and everything. And
Nice.
yeah, I didn't have a clue it was there until I just started tearing into it one day so it looks like there's some room under there. What is hiding under there? So tore it apart, found it, couldn't find a video anywhere. So yeah, I always add these pictures in when I'm talking about it, just because if anyone has a Tundra, one of the newer models, it's a great place to bring in your antenna wire and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Now, how do you mount your microphones up front? I mean, do you have microphone holders or what?
I don't. So if the picture showing the center console and the FTM, the one mic sits in the center console, and then that one there, the 500, I just let it sit there.
That's kind of what I end up doing. I've got a little pocket right up in front, right in front of my gear shift, and I just let my mic sit in there because I haven't found a great way to let them hang yet and keep them out of my leg area and that sort of thing. So that's the toughest part I have is confirming where those things hang or where they go. So
And I'm currently about this torn apart right now in the truck because I'm adding in a 891. I think I'm going to lower down that 500 there,
and then
a couple
put the
inches.
91 above it.
Yep, because it's a little bit smaller and it sets in a little bit farther. So yeah, I think that's my plan. Is I'm going to lower that down about an inch and a half, and that'll give me enough room to get the 891 in there. Nice. And then my only other question is, and it's a genuine question, installing that. What does everyone do? Do they run an external speaker or for the 891?
Well, it depends. Mine's right behind my head. Mm-hmm. So I've got all that audio right behind my head, but a lot of people run externals.
Yeah,
Marvin, what do you got?
I've got an external speaker.
I've got two external speakers, one for both radios, and they're sitting right behind me in the back seat, kind of facing up. So they're mounted to the center console, and because I have a center console in my truck, and I've got both of them mounted right back behind me in the back seat, facing in an upward direction, so I can hear them fairly well.
Right. So, I wish the that 891 had that same forward speaker that the 500 does. That 500 speaker is awesome.
I don't use an external speaker on my 891, but I don't normally drive well and do HF at the same time. So
right,
that's more of a in the grass art thing.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. I have only one radio in my truck, and that is my 7100. That's it for right now. Damn you. I have almost given up on the prospect of HF Portal or HF Mobile for multiple reasons. Well, for multiple reasons. Dave knows some of them with what we were dealing with down in Florida, but I just don't do a lot of POTA, and it's not because of technical part. It's just POTA. I've just ended up realizing POTA doesn't interest me in the sense that I want to have a permanent HF rig in my truck. That kind of thing.
I like it from the aspect is that I'm on the road a lot. And if I'm looking for something to do, or if I just want to talk to somebody, I don't want to be listening to the radio, I can reach out and hunt mobile stations or hunt, like POTA stations or other people out there talking on the radio when I'm traveling. And it kind of buys a lot of time and gives you something, good to do. And I don't necessarily log it, but, at least you can just kind of have, some rag chew conversations once in a while, which I don't normally sit at home and rag chew. So my vehicle time is my rag chew time. So
yes, and that's a great point. But I feel
you're making trips to Dayton, you're going to HamShackTV, you're going to Roars Fest, you're going to wherever. You got some. And the other thing is, what if you were out and about and got stuck or had an emergency of some sort? You do have a radio as a backup. So
VHF, UHF.
Yeah, I like to do a lot of POTAs, but I use those like when I'm driving. I'll use those as stops to rest. So I'll pull in somewhere. I'll usually pack food with me in a cooler, and I'll use that as break time. 10 or 15 minutes, get 10 or 15 contacts, activate the park, move on to the next one.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, not necessarily trying to drive. Although driving across Missouri, I did try to activate some stations, and I would be in an open area up on top of a hill, and it was great. And it was clear. Matter of fact, it was Vaughn and Julie. I could hear them. And then by the time I could get in there to key up and throw out my call,
you were done.
A semi, I'd start to dip down. A semi would come by. Those guys are typically noisy, and it was just up and down. So most of my rag chewing in the truck I've found, and I really have liked this, is the mobile all-star node, and being able to talk to people with the quality of FM, and expanding out, doing the 5-2 challenge. People were doing this, and they weren't picking up anybody or very few contacts. Where, at least with the All-Star, you're going back to a network of people that, you know, that are somewhat there and available and connected. And you never know who you're going to talk to. It could be Dave one day and somebody else the other.
Well, and to that exact point, where Marvin was talking about, you know, being able to rag chew and all that, that's fine. And I enjoyed that coming back from RARS Fest, because that was the first time I'd really done HF Mobile when I went to RARS Fest last year. But I really think I filled that void with what Tim's saying with All-Star. Between All-Star and then my Open Spot 4 Pro, that I can cross mode into D-Star or DMR or Yaesu System Fusion, it kind of satisfies that need. I always have someone to talk to somewhere, some way.
Well, I think one thing that it could be said, HF requires a little bit more attention to it, because signals will go in and out a bit. So, you know, when you're driving, you may want to pay a little bit more attention to the road. So something like just using your FM radio, whether it's a local repeater or one of the hotspots, to me seems it's just easier to do, so I can focus more on the road.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I want to get in there with Michael N3 MFL. He's got to go night. He's got to go put his teddy to bed. So
if you've been sitting here watching me nod off, and I'm sitting up straight nodding off. So, gentlemen, 4 hours. I'm going to bed. Thank y'all, Josh.
Adios.
That's what she said.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming in tonight, as always.
We'll see you, Mike.
Night, guys.
Night.
Let me hit. We got a couple more of these. Let me hit real quick. Where's my button? That button. Speaking of Michael leaving, here's Michael's son that I didn't realize was his son until last week. I am not an operator, but I have a shack. I guess. That's a nice computer, though.
Nice computer,
and POTA Power with the 7100 here, Florida to Texas and back. It's been a beast.
Being a beast.
2023 Nissan Frontier. I see 2730 bullet mounting solutions. Diamond NR22 mono 2 meter and with 6.5 dB gain. I see 7100 with a little Tar Heel too. That is the only thing HF mobile that I have not tried, that I've been tempted to try, but I cannot make myself spend $500 plus on a mobile antenna. I just cannot force myself to do that.
500 some bucks.
I think that's right. Isn't the baby Tar Heel 500 something?
Oh, I think it's under 400. It's under 3. It's actually about the same price range as
an ATAS.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it'll go on that same K400 mount.
It will.
Yeah.
I'll look at them again when I get to Dayton.
Yeah.
There's that mount again. Yeah, there's the Tar Heel right there.
Yeah. And when I was talking to him, one of the things they mentioned to me, because they have like a automatic box, like a memory box that'll move it up and down, besides just the regular control up and down button. A little different than the ATOS because it's not doing the active tuning. But one thing he mentioned to me, because I can see the antenna, he says you really don't need a box. You'll just know where the spots are. You know, the 40 meter, the 20 meter, the 10. You'll know where those are on the antenna, and you can just move it up there, then fine tune it from there without any problems.
Yeah, maybe I'll revisit that.
I'm interested. I'm thinking about a Tar Heel for the trailer.
Yeah, maybe I should reach out to the Tar Heel guy and get him on here. I can't remember his name. I've met him so many times though.
Robert?
Yes, Robert. see if I can get him on the show one night. EOD Kaboom once again, the other Tim. We've got some sort of a mesh device up here, I think.
Yeah,
what is that, Dave?
The T pager. It's a piece of junk. And as you scroll down, he'll explain that. The battery life on it. It's neat. It's another device with a keyboard on it. But it's kind of overhyped. It has 2 antennas on it, but only one of them's actually an antenna.
Mezium Pony. Very nice. And then, we're back to Julie. Julie and her pink portable bag with her pink glasses.
I was just talking away, but the app had crashed.
Oh. Well, look at this. Way to go, Julie. That's clean.
The Sony 100 and then the mount and looks like Spoltina, pink, decked out with a little pink there.
That is
dazzled.
I was supposed to say, I see some bedazzling going on there.
Right, yeah.
Right.
She's even got a pink notepad. People, come on.
Come on now.
There's something orange in here. At least it's Tennessee orange. The hell with your Gators. And then there's Kaboom again with his go bag. He's got I think those are Armor Lock.
It looks like an Armor Lock case.
Yeah. And then don't ever buy the T pager. Note it being plugged in and listen to Mesh Dave.
Yeah.
And then once again, Mesh Dave with his medicine for the night there.
Skittles.
Nice. I think, Josh, check your email. There's a couple people that said they sent you emails in the chat.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not going to show everybody my email, but let me see if I can.
Yeah. So the little device he had it's called a T pager, and the battery life on it sucks. It's a neat little device, but battery life sucks. The keyboard's a little janky, and it has 2 antennas that flip up, but only one of them is actually antenna. The other one is completely empty and nothing in it. So they were really hyped for a little bit, and then they're junk.
So if you have any pictures of any of your mobile apps or anything else, or mobile apps, the pictures of your mobile setups, email Josh at aa4wx.com and he'll hopefully get them up on the channel here for you yet tonight. So
I have one email here.
This one, okay.
And I'm going to clear this and put this back up here. I have to be very careful. Something here.
Can you pop out the email and just use that?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to. I don't want to show all my cards here. Oh, and of course, it's only going to show the email page. This is from RJ McKeon, Roger, KJ5 or KJ7 LLX. Josh just joined the party. I currently have an ATAS 120A and a Yaesu 991A with a Bienio. I never can pronounce that. Bioenno 12 amp hour battery. I'm waiting on a few things to upgrade to my FTX One Optima. Okay, let's see what we got here. And I got to change sources. Window. All right, so we got the ATAS there.
Can you blow it up a little bigger?
Tried.
There you go. Or a little spotlight or a little corner lights too.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I never thought about putting it right there.
Oh wow. I think you will like your I'm not a fan of the FT1X. I've never had one, but it's not one I'd want. But I think you're going to enjoy having a piece of your vehicle back after you get that. Let me switch to this picture here. Yeah, that takes up a lot of space. It works. 100% works, but
yeah,
with the if with the FT1X, it's just a much smaller profile device.
When I first got the ATOS, I had an 857 that I would use in the field, and so I used that, and it was an older radio. It's long in the tooth, so I brought out the 991A. Same thing. I had it just sitting there on the front seat to do POTUS and everything. It was just the winter time, and that's what convinced me to switch over to the 891.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the 991A. Has lots of capability. I mean, VHF, UHF. I mean, you can do WinLink. Everything else. Easy digital with it. I mean, it's got the built-in sound cards and everything. But it's just if they could do that as a remote head, which I know they've tried to do now with the FTX Optima 1, but if they could take 991, just make that a separate head on it, I would have loved. That would have been my HF setup in a heartbeat. So.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great concept. My only gripe with the FT991 is the antiquated display on it. Now I know it's not antiquated to versus a lot of other radios, but
it's not terrible.
The difference between the display on the 991 and the 710 is huge.
What's that?
Yeah, but what does the 710 weigh? I know the 991 weighs right about 9.3 pounds.
They weigh about the same.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
I figured 710 was a little heavier.
I've had both of them.
Does 710 have VHF, UHF?
It does not.
No,
That's the downfall to it.
Yeah.
I thought somebody was about to play some Seinfeld music or something. I heard something. Blowing.
Get ready to play some slap bass? I heard the same thing, Josh.
I don't know.
Let's see. Do I have any other emails from anybody? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to vent here for a second because I do have an email here. I'm not going to share with who and what it is, but I have a sponsor that sent me an item to review, and they want me to put their link in my video and not my link, and I'm not doing that. So we're going to have to, from now on, anybody that wants to do a review video, we're going to have some terms up front. So this ain't the first time that's happened. Anyway, y'all don't care about the YouTube business. Well, Tim does, and the guys on the screen do, but...
Speaking of that, if I don't mind, if you can let me go for a second, it's like in the last probably week and a half, I've really jumped up in the number of subscribers to my channel, and I've had quite a few things come out too, which is helpful. But I'm 729, 730 subscribers, somewhere right in there, and I mean I am quickly on my way to get to that 1,000 level. So I'm super excited about that, and I just want to say thank you for anyone who's been watching the channel, has been joining my side. And whatnot. I've got 4 new podcasts that are getting lined up. I've got them written the last couple of days. I've been working hard on them to get them out, and so I'm gonna be pushing them a little more because with all the moving and everything I've been doing, it's just been too chaotic to try and get all that fit in there as well. But now that's starting to settle down, and we closed on our house as of yesterday in Massachusetts. We're officially done and off the door. That one's written off. So I'm so happy about that, and it's super exciting. But I just want to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed lately, or you subscribed previously on this channel, and help me get to 1,000. We're trying to get to a little bit more, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, Levi, for posting that. So, and then help all the other guys too. I know, Tim. Quick question: you were trying to get your son and get to so many postings and have a competition with your son on that. Did you get to that point?
No, I lost. I
lost that one.
But
I tried so hard.
I will not admit it to him. But yeah, so I'm about 30 subs short of 5,000. So
guys, let's go help Tim get to that 5,000. If you haven't subscribed to Tim's channel, please do so. And Levi and I think Mr. Dealer's got Dave. If you got, I don't know what your channel is, Dave. Mr. Dealer Dave. But if you can put that link in the chat as well, or I'll push it out too. But
sure.
Yeah, help these guys out there. Levi's got some great content out there, replacing a speaker. It shows his great setup. he doesn't have a lot of stuff out there yet, but he's slowly making some stuff and putting things up there. He's got some great educational content and some whatnot. So please help us all out, and we greatly appreciate it. And just thank you for all that you guys do. So for supporting us. So
absolutely, I keep getting mesmerized by Dealer Dave's LEDs in the background,
changing color constantly. Yeah,
I feel like I'm looking at a vape shop or something. An Indian ran vape shop with the lights in the windows, the LEDs in the windows. When it's really not a vape shop, it's more like a head shop.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see.
I think it's the pattern that they're changing in that's making me think that.
I tell you, I've been using the crap out of my 3D printer lately. I've got the Bamboo with the AMS2, and those things are just so cool. I mean, it's incredible what you can print, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So, yeah.
Maybe now that I have all this space. By the way, everybody, I don't have any boxes down here anymore. They're all gone. Everything is now unpacked, at least in here.
Congrats.
So that's a huge thing. I've got some. That always catches me off guard. I've got some room to work with over here, but I don't know what I want to do with it.
You're gonna be doing the weather over there.
I mean,
on another green screen.
Got the cold front over here passing to the west. There's going to be a tornado blow through somewhere in Indiana.
It's in Kansas right now.
Yeah. No.
Look out, Dorothy.
I might end up doing a 3D printer. Maybe. I just don't know what I'd use it for yet. I'm sure I'll figure something out.
I printed like a little for my place I have it here in Egan. I printed a little 3D thing to put your Q-tips in, just to have on my bathroom counter, because I don't need a lot, but I need a few here and there. I printed all the decadent that you put your stuff in for keeping you desiccant. Thank you. For in the 3D printer, there's all the different ones that fit inside there. And did you print that, Tim?
It's Hammy from Toy Story.
That's right, Josh.
Yeah.
You got it.
Here's the thing, Josh.
Kids.
Once you have one, you will find stuff to print.
You just go find shit all the time long, all day long. It's just fun to go stuff. It's like, all right, my printer's not running right now. I need to go find something to print. I printed for work a little Milwaukee case that held like quarter-inch drill bits, quarter-inch like drill bits for screwdriver bits, whether it's a Torque or a Phillips or a Flap, and it clamps down, locks in, keeps them all safe, and.
I don't know if you can see it.
Make cases.
It even has a red tongue.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All I can do right now is hear Cliff Clavin's voice. John Ratzenberger.
Yep.
Let's see what Dave's got. Oh, sorry.
Well, see, you can print cases for things.
You can also be frozen. Let it go.
Oh, yeah, it froze up a little bit.
Try it one more time. Hey.
Okay, so you can print cases for things and cases for things.
Wow.
Yeah, I do a lot of functional stuff like SD card holders.
Hey, it's a piggy bank, Dave. It's functional.
For the pennies that we don't have anymore.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, once you have one, you're like, oh, hey, I need to put something in something, so I'll make it. Or
I was like, one night I was looking for a way to hang my 10 through 80 meter dipole off of a pole. So I printed something I could mount to the pole, so I could mount the antenna to go out to my tower.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you just find something.
Yeah. Printed this, which is
I saw that. I saw that recently. I looked at that. I thought that'd be a cool thing to make, but then it's like it seems like a little bit of a gimmick. It's like that looks like kind of cheesy. But then I see Ham Radio Crash Course just did a whole video about that.
Yeah, it works. It works great.
It does. Okay, because it looked pretty cheesy. It looked pretty cheesy to me.
It does, and it kind of feels a little cheesy, but I mean, you can stretch.
So what are is that just a big balloon they put in there?
No, it's they make actual slingshots, rubber pouched slingshots.
Okay.
And it's the
Okay.
rubber
Gotcha.
pouch from one of those slingshots.
Gotcha. That's what they're using. Okay.
Oh, so that's a slingshot?
Yes, it is.
Thrower.
It's a line thrower
Okay.
that shoots a big metal ball, right?
Yeah.
And this is 100-pound test. So shoot it over the tree, and then there's actually I'm not sure where it's at, but this comes off, and then there's an attachment you put here for your drill.
On your drill.
So wind it back up, so you don't have to try and wind it back up. Pretty cool. Which that was it S guy that you were trying to figure out earlier, Summit Radio. He's the one who designed this.
Yeah, we realized that was because it was truncated. Oh my God, guys! Better late than never. Hillbilly Dave, Super Dave joins us. What's up, buddy?
Not much. What's going on? Hopefully that air conditioning ain't making too much noise.
Oh,
It's
you're
not
camping.
terrible, but
You're camping,
Kind of, sort of.
kind of.
In an undisclosed location. Visiting grandbabies and my oldest daughter.
it's a witness
forgot about
protection
that.
program
Yeah.
location.
Yeah, exactly. Using my call sign, my 8-year-old grandson made his first HF contact.
Oh, that's
Very cool.
awesome.
Yes, sir. And the activator, I got to send him an email. He shut his activation down to talk to my grandson.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Those are the moments you remember, and they will too.
Lord, Terry, it didn't take 5 minutes, and Terry's already on his case. Dave's not even good.
I just considered the source.
Take it with a grain of salt. Oh, that's funny.
Well, good grief, Dave. I don't know how. I know you've been watching for a while, in and out. I'm sure. Anything stand out to you as far as some of the mobile shacks that we shown tonight?
Yeah, that's Subaru.
It's like, how do I get myself one of those?
He's gonna go.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
he's
go
all
storm
ready to go
chasing them
through the-
out.
He's ready to go through the rivers and everything. No, there was actually some good ones tonight. And honestly, I don't want him to get a big head, but I think Dave had the best setup in his truck.
Yeah, yeah.
Art Dave? Mesh dealer,
No.
mesh dealer Dave?
No.
Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want him to get a big head.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I didn't have anywhere near the stuff that some of the other guys.
Dave's
Yeah,
is
some of them was actually too much.
yeah.
I'm sorry, in a vehicle you can wind up with too much stuff in your phone.
Yeah.
Dave's is nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who else was it that stood out to me.
Dave, did you have mesh in your vehicle at all? Did you run anything
Yes.
in your vehicle for mesh? Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't take a picture of it, but I always have
Okay.
a note on me somehow.
Yeah.
I don't have anything
know if you-
permanently mounted in the truck because
Okay. You don't have anything permanent mounted. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
no. Why? Because I'm going to take the device with me. There's no use trying to run two devices, like one that I carry and one that sits
Right.
in the truck. So when I'm in the truck, it's in the truck, and when I'm not in the truck, then it goes with me. So do have-
AE5. Sorry, AE5
mounted in the
had
trailer.
TX had a good one too.
Yeah,
and Vaughn and Julie's
AE5
setup's
TX.
pretty clean.
Yeah, Marvin's is good.
Well, there was a lot of good mobile setup tonight.
If you want,
EOD's was pretty nice.
yeah. If you want me to be completely honest, and
don't be.
I didn't give the rules. Like I didn't give any real rules in this, and there's no real prizes, so it's fun anyway. But I think this mobile setup wins.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a beautiful setup.
It is technically mobile. Yeah.
It's on
I
wheels.
didn't want to talk about that mobile because I did not want him getting a big head.
Hold on. Let's clarify. Can you operate in motion?
No, I
If
can't.
someone else is driving.
No,
no. Because when this thing's in motion, you can't make it in the room. This whole thing closes in. On
Folds in, right?
Yeah.
In a slide. Got it.
Yeah, that was pretty much the sharp. Other than the random Skittles, that was the sharpest setup I've seen. That's something to be proud of for sure.
It's where I spend most of my time. I work and play in this little space right here. So,
yep,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, we're heading towards the top of the hour. You think we ought to do a quick go around here?
Let's do it.
Get ready to close this thing down. Marvin, you're in the 12 o'clock position, so I guess you're up first. What's going on this week?
I should have another podcast out on Friday this week. I am approaching my 73rd podcast that'll be coming out this week. I'm going to try and get a couple of them uploaded ahead of time for before Dayton and before my travels in June. But I've got 2 more videos I'm also trying to get pushed out if I can. But my big thing I've been working on is my apple orchard, putting in 7 trees. I've got like about 20 different poles between 6 inch and 4 inches in size that I've been putting in. So a lot of my time has really been directed towards that. And it's really tough to do a lot of other things when you're trying to build fence out in it's not been terrible weather, but it's just so windy on my hill all the time. And so that makes it a little more challenging. But again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been a recent subscriber and who continues to subscribe to my channel. It's been huge and it's humbling, and I really appreciate it. And I think I'll be honest, guys, I'm a little over. It depends how I look at it. I'm not sure if Podbean and Apple has their numbers combined, but on Podbean alone, I'm over 27,000 downloads and I'm over like 25,000 downloads on Apple Podcasts. So either way, it's a heck of a lot of downloads across the world. And I'm in just some odd countries I would never expect to be, from Israel and Turkey. And I'm down in Australia, and I'm all over the Europe area. So it's crazy that I've got listeners from around the world, and it's really cool to see that and see those stats across the board. So it's good to see. Oh yeah, thank you, Terry. With Kevin James with an apple orchard, who knows? Yes, indeed. But you know what? When you got deer that are literally abundant, that live about, I don't know, there's probably about 12 of them that live in my backyard every morning and night. If I don't put some type of fence around those trees, they will be little sticks in the ground because they will eat them to the nubs. Even though they're like little, about the size of my pinky and about 3 foot tall, those deer will eat those new little trees to nothing. So I have to protect them. So it's unfortunately it's about a $3,000 investment with everything I've gotten for a $200 tree. $200 in trees. So it's like, what do you do? But I had to buy an auger to put all the posts in, because like I said, I ended up having to dig almost 20 holes because I've got a garden area I'm putting in too. So it's like with all the posts, and they're all about 20 feet apart. And with the fencing and everything else, you have to buy accessories for that. It adds up quickly. So, and you got to buy gates, and I got to be able to get the tractor in out of the gate. So yeah, fun times. So,
Terry gave me an idea for the Halloween show this year.
We're going to dress up like characters.
If you are Kevin James, we need to get you to get a fake stash, put some black hair dye in, and we'll make you Paul Blart.
There we go.
That would work for Halloween.
There you go.
And then,
absolutely,
since we're talking about Halloween, let's go over to David Letterman. What do you think, Levi? What's up with you this week?
That's a first for me.
I think it's the glasses that made me think of David Letterman.
Right. If I shave the beard off, then I get accused of being Uncle Fester quite a bit. But no, the rest of this week I've got to work, so I got to pay for this hobby somehow, one way or another.
Right.
For what I'm working on, like I said, I was building my solar contraption today, and I've still got quite a bit to go on that, and that ties into all the grounding and everything that I've been doing on the shack. So working on all of that. When I get it done, I'm probably going to do an overview video and post that to YouTube, but I'm just trying to get it done. I'm excited and mostly looking forward to Hamvention coming up, and I'm trying to get some projects done before I get down there. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. Just finishing up some projects and looking forward to Hamvention.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a time. Hell of a time. I can't wait. I'm going to get to meet a bunch of people that I haven't met yet. So
absolutely,
that's where it's at. Dealer Dave, how about you?
Oh, just not a lot going on. Just looking forward to Dayton. We're in one of the big buildings this year. We'll have our booth. It's at 3803 in the Marconi building. And we're going to have a lot of stock this year. I got it worked out where they're bringing, I think, 500 devices total between the different models. So we'll have plenty for people to get. Yeah.
So I can update my mesh device then.
Yes, sir. Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's Dayton was fun last year. It'll be crazy this year. So
what was it? No cash, no cash, no gas, no ass, no
nobody rides
flash.
For free.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll be wearing that shirt in the evenings.
You'll probably wear that troll pub, I bet. Terry with the Tango says Meshtastic Dave is Pharaoh Dave. The goatee reminds me of whatever the hell that says.
Tutankhamun.
Whatever.
Tutankhamun.
Never heard of it.
King Tut.
Oh,
Tennessee.
You could have just said King Tut and I'd have known that. Well, Terry's in Tennessee. I'm surprised he knows that.
Well, he's trying to act like he's got a big vocabulary because I called him out and considered it short.
Oh, touche. That's funny.
Oh, good grief. Tim, you're next. What's up?
Well, just got back from the Moore Expo. Didn't get a chance to be in here earlier to talk about that. Had a very interesting time, and once again, amateur radio wins out. They had some bad storms come through the area. I've now classified them as the faux landers. Took their $80,000 trucks with their $40,000 trailers and put them in a barn, while the ham radio crew sat out there in Gazelletown with our HTs and weather radars, and we were perfectly fine because we were listening to the Skywarn note and from the local group there. And
did you have your badges, your clipboards, and your damn high vis vests?
We had bottles of bourbon, and that's what we needed. But the point is that we were well informed. Instead of taking our expensive rigs, and some people left, some people went and literally hit them in a barn, and I started referring to them as faux landers instead of overlanders. And yeah, so we hung outside, and we were perfectly fine, and had the need to arise. Or it had the need risen that we needed to get out of there and get going, we would have, but we didn't need to because we were using the tools that were there to ensure our safety. So
that's what this hobby is all about, right there.
Terry says I'm ham radio's answer to Duck Dynasty.
Yes. Which cast member from Duck Dynasty though? At first I get kind of Phil vibes.
I was gonna say Phil. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
You're not senile enough to be Si.
I'm a little fat for Phil.
I was thinking Si.
Yeah, but
I think of Tim as like it's happy. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the Phil.
He's got more of Phil's personality for sure.
He does. Yep.
Yeah, so great stuff. And Dayton's coming up, of course. I'm only a couple hours away, so I'll be over there starting on Wednesday. And I heard you talking about wanting to do the live stream Thursday from the hotel. Hopefully we'll be able to get something worked out for good internet. We'll be streaming Wednesday night, Kids Table. We'll just do it from the Airbnb. I've done that for a couple of years now, and that's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous about that live stream at the DoubleTree. I've got a couple of options. I've got the hotel Wi-Fi, and then I've got my hotspot on my cell phone. I could theoretically maybe run my Starlink out the door, but I don't know if that will be kosher.
We need to get a production truck there and
yes. Microwave.
That's right, hardwire it to the truck, and then straight up.
Get a sat truck. Oh,
absolutely. I don't know why. I bet Greg knows somebody.
I bet he does.
K60GG. I bet somebody over at the university probably got their own truck. They could just roll it over to us.
Is he coming?
I'm not sure if he's coming to Dayton. He was in Orlando, so I think he was saying earlier that he's got time to do one right now, but not two.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, cool. We'll figure it out. There's plenty of time to be thinking about that. Hillbilly Dave, you're obviously on the road. Don't know if you got any content coming or anything like that.
Nothing coming out right now. I'm actually going to be shooting a video with my grandson tomorrow and GMRS and FRS radios. I think he's got the bug. I hope he does. But other than that, I'm just enjoying some time with family. We'll get back to content when we get back home. And Tim was talking about More Expo. Yeah, they were listening to the Skywarn Net. And yeah, he's not lying. The Folanders, as he called them, they all ran into one of the big barns there on the fairgrounds. It was actually kind of comical to me.
I have a video, Hector that was with us. We're walking through the barn, and I've got my camera, and I'm just going through and videotaping it. And he just goes like this. He goes, this is pathetic. And we just turned around and walked out. Somebody said, well, maybe they were afraid there was going to be hail or something like that. Okay, I get that, but that wasn't in the forecast. So
if they're afraid they're going to be hail on their trailers and stuff, what are they going to do when they're out in the middle of nowhere and there is no cover?
Yeah. So, well, that's the thing that kind of bothers me. I mean, you're buying these things to be out and off the grid. Never mind the person that at 6 a.m. Somebody decided to turn their trailer around at 6 a.m. Literally hook up to it, back out, and flip it around. And they were moving it 2 inches at a time. And every time they hit the brakes, those electric brakes would squeak because they would just clamp down, right? 6 a.m. Yeah, Marvin, I had that look too. As I was yelling at him. Like some people are sleeping in. Then that same trailer, that same couple decided one of the new things now is using the Ugga Dugga gun with stakes and jacks. They just use the Ugga Dugga gun. 6:45 in the morning, as they're and I think Prep Ham Paul yelled at them for that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if people understand some of the etiquette, but who knows?
Yeah, no doubt. I was telling Josh, I think I was going to be gone the next 2 weeks because we have a house closing and then the Ham Fest. I'll be traveling for Hamcation on that Thursday night, but I realized I actually have one more week. I'll be here next week as well. So we will have to come up with a topic for next week, folks. I don't think we really have anything on our books for that. If you have something you want to have us do, something you're interested in.
is it going to take you over a half a year? You said you're traveling with the Hamcation.
No, but I've got that Thursday night. So next in 2 weeks, we close on our house on that Wednesday, and I've got to work that Thursday night, and I'll be traveling back up to my wife's place in Wisconsin because we will move in on Friday morning. So I've got to travel that Thursday night, so I can't be on here then. And then the following week, I'll be flying, and I'll be landing in Columbus about the time we start the show. So then I'll be driving down towards Xenia after that. So I won't be able to make the show that week either. But I realize next week there's still time available. I'll still be around next week. So I was thinking that it was going to be I was pushing myself a week ahead farther than I thought I was. So, but next week we do FT0. Sure, Terry.
You guys can always talk about how great of a photo operator I am.
Yeah, there we go. Let's talk about Terry. I was like, he says, Marvin doesn't have any facial hair. Maybe when he grows up. So, Terry, comes from 18 years in law enforcement, having a clean shaven face every day, and you're getting dinged when you start getting the 5 o'clock shadow going. So about every other day, I'm probably in the mode of shaving most of the time, and my wife has gotten used to that over the years. And so she doesn't allow me to grow the beard back out like the rest of you guys have. So I think me and Josh are probably the two odd ones in the show here. But at the same time, I guess Josh has a little bit. So, but it's one of those things. I've done it for 18 years, or 20 years, whatever it is, and I've been 26 years married now, so it's got to be every bit of that. So I just keep it clean, shaven face every day. So
Marvin,
yep,
let your hair down. It's okay. Tell her to be a trial period.
If he grew the beard out, he would shake that Kevin James vibe. I came back to a laugh here. Those of you watching, you can't see our private backdoor chat, but I said, carry on for a minute. I got to go let the dong out. I meant the dog.
I didn't see that even.
She came down here, which if she comes to me and says she's got to go, that means she's got to go. Otherwise, she's patient and waits. But Mesh Dealer Dave replied back, "Where is your mind, man? Going to let the dong out? Is that like taking a piss?"
That's
oh my gosh.
That's Tennessee for I gotta go to the bathroom.
I guess.
I wasn't going to touch it, David. I was just letting it go.
Backdoor chat for unknown only hymns. I guess that's what we might rename this podcast to Only Hams. It get a lot of clicks. All right. So next week, I have no clue what we're talking about yet.
I was just telling. I'm going to be here actually next week. It's the following 2 weeks after that I won't be here. So yeah, let's come up with something.
Yep, we'll figure out something to talk about. We haven't got to that yet. So after Hamvention, we're going to be kind of busy for a little while. So we're excited about that. Let's see here. Content wise, I'm working. Now that things are starting to finally slow down for me. The boxes are unpacked. All the maintenance has pretty much been done on this place, and studio is all set up. So I'm going to start cranking out some content probably in the very, very near future. I've cranked out a few videos this week that have ruffled a few feathers. I'm going to remind everybody watching, this is business. I got to do what does the clicks. So anyway, that kind of stuff's coming. More content as well. I've got a cool little thing that came in the mail today that I'm going to review, and I'll give y'all a preview. Stand by a second. So this is kind of cool.
What is
it? I don't know anything about it yet, but it is a backpack that is specifically designed for my Starlink Mini. So that came in the mail today. They sent that to me to try out and see what I think. So it will get its exercise when we go to Dayton here in a few weeks. Yeah, that's about it. So no clue what we're talking about next week. Week after that, we will preview Hamvention. I keep saying Hamcation. When we went to Orlando, I called it Hamvention. Now that we're going to Dayton, I'm calling it Hamcation. But anyway, I digress. Be talking about that kind of stuff, and I need to reach out to somebody from Dayton to see if they can come on and kind of be a sounding board for things and that kind of stuff like we normally do with these ham fests. And then we'll get back into more content, folks. I do want to remind everybody across the heartland of the country, Midwest and the Southeast, it is severe weather season. We've got severe weather going through tonight, and it will be going all throughout this weekend and into early next week. So please stay weather aware. Make sure you know where you live on the map and have a way to receive warnings and that kind of stuff. And don't go out and get yourself stricken by lightning or anything crazy by that. One personal note that I will mention, Terry, Josh got a new backpack for school. I don't think this would work for school. But speaking of school, on a personal note, I am finishing up my last week of classes this week. So May the 8th, I will officially be an AAS. An AAS. I will have an Associates of Applied Science. I'm a little late.
We'll see you, Dave. He's got a jump.
Dave. All right, see you, Dave. Little late in life doing this, but I finally have finished it. One thing I'm waiting on is a grade from a script writing class, and I hope to share that script soon. It's nothing to get excited about, but it is. It's about ham radio and Skywarn and that kind of stuff. It's just like a little short film script. So I'm excited to share that. That is my final project, and it's pretty much done. So lots coming up. That's right before Dayton. So anyway, final thoughts from anybody and everybody?
Yeah, with going along the lines of the weather you were talking about, make sure you get your local Skywarn.
Yes.
Into your HT. Make sure that batteries are always charged every night before you go to bed, and you have a pair of shoes right next to your bed. That seems to be very important. I understand.
Preferably hard sole if you can. Preferably. That's not an end all be all. Dr. Hamshack TV. They actually call me doctor at work. I don't know why, but they do.
I play one on TV, but that's about it.
So what's funny? I'll mention this real quick. What's funny, and the reason that doctor came up is because both myself, my boss, and my partner at work, all three of us are ordained ministers. As strange as it is, we all three have our ordinations from the online thing for different reasons, but. We've got a doctor, we've got a most right, and we've got a reverend. So there you go. Anyway, anything else, anybody?
Nothing. We're good.
Yep. And on to Tim's point as well, helmets. Helmets are a good thing to have nearby just in case you got to go shelter, because head trauma is the number one thing that kills people in tornadoes. Terry says shoes. We don't have no shoes in Tennessee. Dang right we don't.
He proved that, I guess, right away.
You won't catch me in shoes unless I'm walking somewhere. It's as simple as that.
Well, I can't go without them.
All right. I'm putting a pen in it. Oh, why did it start in the middle? There we go. There you go. EOD, kaboom, enjoy your music. Go ahead and get it dancing. Oh, wait a minute. Stop that music. I forgot. I got one thing to do. For those of you that stuck around, I need to do a channel membership gifting, which we will do right now. Who's going to get them? Let's see here. Terry got one. Terry with a tango. Ken, WD1KAL. Mike MKI4MRC, Grizzly 6634, and Sutliff Ganassi 9925. I hope I've got that right.
Common spelling.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all enjoy those. You get free access to upload upcoming videos, and you got the access to the Hamshack TV emotes. Good night, everybody. I'm going to bed. 7-3, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Right.
Where did that come from? Where's my thing? There it is. All right. The question is, do I do it tonight? Am I going to do it? Did I get any super chats? I don't think I did. I don't think so. I got some regular monthly membership gifts, but I didn't get any super chats. Nah, we're going to let it ride. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week. Don't know what we're talking about, but we'll talk about something. And go check out Gig Parts. HamShack TV is your coupon code. 7-3.